Yeah, so I want to talk about something that I find very interesting. There is this celebgram, let's say that. Celebgram that says that what makes Alysa Liu wins and what makes her very popular is the fact that it's not because he is perfect. It's not because she is flawless. It's not because she is sharp. And definitely it's not because she is tying so much of her self-worth and self-identity to the Olympic. She says that instead of that, she used this competition as a stage to perform, to show herself, to share herself with others, to have fun. The first one, it brings a lot of tension, a lot of stress, and it makes people very tense. People activate their survival mode around the first uh, the first situation. On the second situation, using competition as a stage to share ourselves with others, it invites other people to feel calm, invites other people to be in this parasympathetic nervous system. It invites connection, it builds connection. Um, and she says that that's what makes Alysa Liu wins the Olympic gold medal for ice skating, and that's what makes her um, very special and famous. Now I want to talk about a little bit about the second situation, the second thing, which is connection, calm, parasympathetic nervous system, having fun, being creative. I think all of these things are very, very related, very, very connected, and very, very interconnected. And I have a feeling that going forward, the most valuable skill or the most valuable trait that we can have, it's not actually communication, it's not actually networking, it's actually being in parasympathetic nervous system. It's living, it's having fun, being creative, being detached from outcomes, and not so tying our own self-worth into something external, but showing to the world that we are internally free. I think maybe like even that statement itself is not correct. The statement that the most valuable skill is living and having fun is just what humans are. We are supposed to live, to be free, to be creative, to use stage as a way to show ourselves to the world instead of being so tense and fearing of what the outcome will be. I believe that that's what humans are supposed to live like. I believe that humans are supposed to live like Alysa. That's what I believe. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is this idea of connection in relationship to building a business. Let's not start from building a business, but from making content. So there is this axis of communication where on the left side we have, I forgot what the axes are, I forgot, but basically on the vertical side we have coldness and warmth and coldness. No, I'm wrong. So warm and coldness is on the horizontal side, and then assertiveness and submissiveness is on the vertical side. On the horizontal side, the theory says that any act on the vertical side will invite more of that from others. So for example, if I'm being warm, it's actually inviting warmth in others, assuming they don't have any personality disorder. And this applies to most uh, most people. Like huge percentage of the population is explainable by this theory. While if we show coldness towards others, it actually also invites more coldness or cold behavior. Which kind of explains a little bit about what happened with those two situations earlier that I explained about Alysa. Instead of being tense, cold, stressed, tying the output to the uh, tying your self-worth to the output, you're fun, creative, warm, connected. Just beautiful, I think. Mm, the thing that I often see. Oh yeah. I want to talk about this. The thing that I assume is you cannot be authoritarian, you cannot be assertive without being cold, which is not true. And I didn't know this. I didn't know how it looks like, how it feels like, and I haven't got the chance to uh, take many data points from my experience of people being both warmed and authoritative or assertive. most data points that I have from my memory, which maybe I filtered anyway, most of the things that I remember is people being cold and authoritative, special avoidance. And maybe I can learn something from Alysa Liu here with um, assertiveness and warmth and how to actually do it, how to actually practice that. The thing that I also notice in real life, a lot of people are very, very authoritarian, and a lot of people are cold as well. I don't know, maybe that's my filter. That's what my mind tells me. I don't know if it's the fact or not, but somehow I notice a lot of people that are being authoritative, and somehow it triggers me. Maybe because I haven't been very assertive of myself as well. Maybe the fact that I get triggered by assertive and authoritative people is because I'm too scared to do it myself, because I want to put the same limitation on myself that I put onto others, which um, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that kind of person. But so that on real life, I often see that people are authoritative, and that is what makes social media is very attractive to me, very interesting, because there are so many people being vulnerable, sharing their creativity, having fun, loving, um, making jokes, which is very warmed and very fun and very, very rare in real life. And that's what makes them special and famous. Well, maybe not very, very, very rare, but it's definitely rare. And it's definitely true that most people do not have this quality of being warmed and securely warmed and connected and creative. And it's very, very rare to find people like that. Not very, very rare, but not everyone has that, definitely. And my theory is that some people who has these traits, maybe from born, are maybe not very interested in building social media to gain followers and fame. That's my theory. And so what I want to do instead is, if I want to create a video and upload it online, I want it to be a place where I can express myself, where I'm having fun, where I'm using it as a media to be authentic and to share myself with the world, to express myself. And somehow I want to try that. I don't care if it fails or not, honestly. I have a feeling that it's gonna be good for me, and something's telling me that I have to go to that direction. Now I want to talk about Alysa Liu and her vibes, her coolness, her characteristics, her traits, and why she is so cool. First thing, what is so cool about her? What is so cool? If we're seeing things objectively, well, she's pretty, she's cute, but is she the cutest person? I'm not sure. Is she is she the most beautiful person? Is she the sexiest person? No, 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 and no. And it is very interesting to me because humans somehow can find a way to look at people and see how they're doing internally. Like, we can tell if someone is internally free or not. We can tell if they have limiting beliefs that holds them back. We can tell from their eyes, their gestures, their body language, their micro expressions. Um, maybe their pheromone, maybe they're excreting something, the tone of their voice, the tension that they feel when they talk. I find it very, very extraordinary. I find it very fantastic, very cool, very amazing. And so vibes or aura is really cannot be faked. It's really built internally, and people can tell that. And being attractive, like Alysa you, is something that's really in our control. Maybe things like physical appearances, size of our body, size of our features, we are not in control of that. But vibes, I believe that vibes is within our control. I don't know, that's crazy for me. That's amazing for me. That's my video for today. That's my video journal for today. Um, it's fun. I get in touch with my limiting beliefs, my wounds, and my fears. And I'm happy to share my thoughts, even though it's still scattered thoughts and um, rough thoughts. Thank you. See you tomorrow.